QPTV Radio offers an interesting and eclectic mix of unique content, from QPTV's original podcasts to audio versions of our award-winning television programs. Listen to QPTV Radio at qptv.org or download the Live 365 app on your mobile device, and you can listen to QPTV Radio on the go. From Queens Public Television Media in New York City, QPTV Radio presents COVID-19, Episode 1, Understanding the Virus.
Hello, I'm Rosalind Nieves. Today I have with me Dr. Elaine Lynam. She's a certified
Having some technical issues here. We'll be right back. We'll be right back, right after this. Um, okay, yeah. We're having some issues with some of the audio, and I was unable to get some feedback on what's happening, but we'll try to continue. Please give me another second. We'll be right back. All right, let's try to get through this with the. I want to get this information out on this dish on today's show. Let's see if we don't have an issue with the audio today. Longer than this. Okay. The mass vaccination site at your college is open. A list of eligible zip codes can be found on the screen. Let's try playing a video and see if we get the same issue. This is supposed to be a show, not a testing situation, but it's turned into that.
QPTV Radio is on the air, providing community-centered programming from Queens Public Television in New York City. QPTV Radio offers an interesting and eclectic mix of unique content, from QPTV's original podcasts to audio versions of our award-winning television programs. Listen to QPTV Radio at qptv.org or download the Live 365 app on your mobile device, and you can listen to QPTV Radio on the go.
The thing is that you can't hear it. I can hear it. I can hear everything on a strange delay. So I'm trying to do the show this way, because I don't want to restart the episode for today. So even if today's episode is me troubleshooting the show, unfortunately, that's what it'll have to be. I'll try to get out as much information as I can. Let's take a quick look at the weather. Okay. No, the issue is the stream, as far as I can tell, and the feedback I'm getting is fine. But on the machine that I'm using, I'm getting feedback of the stream. That has nothing to do with the program I'm using. It's just playing back. This is the first time I've had this issue while doing this. That's all. Don't forget, join us tonight at 6 p.m. as Queens virtually celebrates Black History Month in style, as we honor community leaders and brilliant students who exemplify everything that makes our borough great, featuring keynote remarks from New York State Attorney General Letitia James. And make sure you watch the virtual Black History celebration hosted by Borough President Donovan Richards right here on QPTV this Thursday at 6 p.m.
Loved being in Bayside. I mean, Bayside was just the greatest place in the world because it was the center of everything, and I was literally within 3 minutes of anything I could possibly want. I mean, there were like 20 different great pizza places I could go to. There were like 30 different great Chinese takeout places I could go to. There was a great sushi place on Belt Boulevard. Did you notice like a pattern here?
Yeah.
Jimmy's Comedy Alley was literally down the block.
Classic,
you know,
Jimmy's Comedy.
3 minutes to every. I mean, I could be on a train to Manhattan. 15 minutes, I could be in Manhattan.
Right.
Go see any Broadway shows and one, and then literally a 15-minute taxi ride to one of the 2 of the greatest airports in the world. And then they do the thing where they come around and they ask you to put the seat back and tray table into the locked and upright position before landing, and I never quite understood that. You know, I don't know why a seat back and a tray table are instrumental in the safety of an airplane.
What does that have to do with it?
Exactly. You know, and of course I'm not the most cooperative passenger.
Okay.
Because as I said, I begin drinking usually the morning I wake up in bed before I go to the airport. So I'm pretty much, by the time we reach our final destination, I'm pretty uncooperative. You know, it's just, can you put your seat back and tray table until you're locking up our position for lane? Thank you. Could you put your seat back and tray table lock? Thank you. Can you put that? No. No, I can't put my seat back on tray table and unlock up our position. Why? Why? Well, let me tell you why, Sky Waitress. I do not want to. Ha ha. How about that? I do not want to put my seatbelt on a tray table because why? Why? If the plane crashes, I can't be comfortable? I mean, when was the last time? I mean, should the plane suddenly explode and shards of molten metal go flying through the cabin and impregnate myself? The seat back and tray table was going to save me? When was the last time you saw a newspaper headline, ooh, 400 killed by flying seat backs and tray tables? And you want to help me? You want to really help me, Sky Waitress? Help me open these peanuts. I don't know why they're in there so hard. There's 4 of them in there. I know they're there. I want them. I pay for them. How do I get them out of there? Could I get one of those pairs of plastic wings? It's my birthday.
Oh, beautiful.
I loved being in Bayside. I mean, Bayside was just the greatest place in the world because it was the center of everything.
Today, we celebrate the first African American man to be elected to the office of Queensborough President, who brings us hope and is making a difference in the borough of Queens. Queensborough President Donovan Richards. A man has not held the seat since 1986, and you're following behind Claire Schulman, Helen Marshall, Melinda Katz, and acting Queensborough President Sharon Lee. How did you feel when you won, and when did you know you wanted a career in politics?
Oh, I had big hills to fill, is what I say. When we think about the 4 last dynamic woman who held this seat, and it's truly an honor to be here as the borough president, and as you alluded to, the first Black man to hold this seat, which if you told me coming up that I would ever ascend to becoming the borough president, I would have probably said you're out of your mind.
on Spectrum, RCN, and Verizon Fios, Queensboro Performing Arts Center presents Keith David Celebrates the Music of Nat King Cole. Keith David has over 150 film credits to his name. He earned a Tony Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Broadway's Jelly's Last Jam.
I'll tell you about my first and only Tony nomination. That was for Jelly's Last Jam, and I had it was a phenomenal experience. I mean, if you saw Jelly's Last Jam, you know that it was just a magnificent conglomeration of wonderfulness. Luther Henderson, George Wolfe, Ruben Santiago, Gregory Hines, Tanya Pinkins. I mean, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And I, was in the journey of developing it. So we workshopped it for 3 years in Los Angeles, premiered it in Los Angeles, and then brought it before it came to Broadway. And it was just an incredible journey, one of the red letters in my life.
Keith David is also an Emmy Award winner whose humble beginnings started in Harlem, New York, and he was raised right here in East Elmhurst, Queens. He realized he wanted to become an actor after playing the Cowardly Lion in his school's production of The Wizard of Oz. At the age of 12, he was serious and studied at the Harlem School of the Arts. And then he went to New York's High School of Performing Arts, SUNY Purchase, and Juilliard. Keith David looks back at a few memorable performances at Performing Arts and Juilliard.
I played Kilroy in 10 Blocks at the Camino Real. That was and that was when I was a senior. Yeah, and did that with Freddie Prinze, playing Jacques Casanova.
Very nice. And at Juilliard?
My most memorable performance at Juilliard? Oh, I had several. Boosman and Lena, Macheath in The Beggar's Opera, Othello. Those were the highlights. I mean, and Spring Awakening. Spring Awakening was a big highlight.
Excellent.
But we didn't do the musical, we did the straight play.
When I asked Keith about his teachers, he spoke fondly of mentors who passed the torch.
Dr. Chauncey Northern was my first singing teacher, and he was a great, great man and a wonderful influence. And along with him, after I was with Dr. Northern for, on and off about 20 years, then I met Thomas Young and Ben Matthews, and now I've been studying with Mayan Bishop for a few years, and I just love him to life, and and it all followed a great progression, as if they were spiritually taking care of me.
His formal training earned him awards for his narration of 3 Ken Burns documentaries, Jackie Robinson, The War, and Unforgivable Blackness, the Jack Johnson story, and was nominated for his narration of Jazz. In total, he received 6 Emmy nominations throughout his career.
I think my first Emmy nomination was, I think it was for Gargoyles. But now I don't remember what came first, whether the Tiger Woods story or Gargoyles. I was nominated for the Tiger Woods. I've been nominated about 6 times. I've won 3, but I've been nominated about 6 times. So that's been really great.
Keith is also known as a diversified actor. A few of his films include The Princess and the Frog, Crash, Barbershop, Agent Cody Banks, There's Something About Mary, Armageddon, and Dead Presidents. This brings me to the drama series Greenleaf. It's about the unscrupulous world of the Greenleaf family and their sprawling Memphis megachurch, where scandalous dark secrets and lies thrill their viewers. Greenleaf is produced for OWN, Oprah Winfrey's network, by Lionsgate. Keith David plays Bishop James Greenleaf. Here's what Keith had to say about the series.
So let's talk about one of the series that you're on now. You played a bishop in Oprah's own Greenleaf. So tell us a little bit about that character for anyone who doesn't know it. I think everyone knows about Greenleaf, but just give a little overview.
You know, it's a family drama. It's a family drama about what happens, you know, outside of the pulpit. That's what it, you know. I mean, you know, basically, I have said repeatedly, the bishop is just a man. You know, now we do hold him to a different standard, as we should. But you know, he does fall short of sainthood. And you know, we're in the 4th season now. When we pick up in the 1st season, he's in a season of his life where he is ready to atone for that which he has done up till now. He's ready to face what that is. Now, of course, the closer one gets to actually facing it, you know, it's that prayer, oh God, does it have to be right now? And can I circumvent it somehow? So of course, they go through all of that as human beings do.
The ups and downs of life.
Yes, I mean,
I think I'd have a little more success if I just restarted the computer, but that would end the stream. So I'm not going to do that right now.
And on this momentous day, I feel it's totally fitting and for the first time, fully appropriate to say, yes, Queens!
Today, the Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment has brought Broadway and the Boroughs here to Queens, here in Jackson Heights, and we were particularly excited about this particular performance because it's World Pride. New York City is the first U.S. city to host World Pride, and it's the 50th anniversary of Stonewall, and we're at the site of the start of the Pride Parade here in Queens to present excerpts from the prom and Be More Chill.
I don't know if you would be gay if you didn't love Broadway. So when I first heard that they wanted to bring this to Jackson Heights, I said this is a perfect place to do it. Broadway in the Boroughs performance today, right in this site where the Queen's Pride Parade is also held. So it's a great place to have it, it's a great day, it's sunny, and we look forward to seeing fantastic performances.
I think I read online that they were doing a series of like the Broadway and the Boroughs things, and I came to this one specifically because I've been following Be More Chill's journey to Broadway for like the past 2 years.
Tonight we're going to be performing a myriad of numbers. I'll be doing Smartphone Hour.
I'll be singing a song called Guy That I Kind of...
Pausing it for a second because I understand to all of our viewers, and that's why I'm still running the stream instead of just trying to reboot and try all over again, is that I can do the show if I just mute everything and just sort of do it without hearing the audio, but I don't want to do that. That's not fun for me because I'm just guessing. The way I have this show set up right now, it's designed for me to listen in on everything. So I'm going to continue like this for a little bit, and then we'll see. I doubt I'm going to fix it for today's show. So we'll take a look at the rest of this clip, and I'll remind you again of what's coming up tonight right after.
Smartphone Hour.
trying to bring more culture, more arts to our neighborhood, to our district. So today, in celebration of Pride, as we start to close out the month, making sure that the cast is here and able to interact with our kids, with our seniors, is really, really important. And it's a beautiful day, so why not enjoy it?
We're both from Queens, me and Kaylin, so we're both excited to be performing in our own borough.
So many fans have come all the way out here to see us and to share our part of the story. It's really fun.
This is my first time actually watching the Broadway in the Boroughs, but this is because I became such a huge fan of The Prom, the musical. I love the Broadway community. Everybody's just so welcoming of each other, and that's actually, you know, the whole story of The Prom itself.
I just wanna dance with you. Let the whole world melt away and dance with you. Who cares what other people say?
I think it's a wonderful idea because there are so many people that aren't fortunate enough to be able to join us in a Broadway theater because they're expensive. So it's nice to be able to give back to communities and share the magic with them. So I think it's a great opportunity.
I love The Prom. I've seen it, but Be More Chill, that's gonna be another musical that'll be right up my alley if I had a chance to win a ticket. I wish I did, but it was still an amazing event for Broadway in the Boroughs. I really loved it.
Please go to qptv.org/aroundqueens to see this video and many more like it from the award-winning QPTV production team. Let's take a quick break and we'll close the show. Again, join us tonight at 6 p.m. as Queens virtually celebrates Black History Month in style, as we honor community leaders and brilliant students who exemplify everything that makes our borough great, featuring keynote remarks from New York State Attorney General Letitia James. Make sure you watch the virtual Black History Month celebration hosted by Queensborough President Donovan Richards right here on qptv.org at 6 p.m. And of course, thanks again for tuning in to Daily Social Live on qptv.org. This very buggy show, but it's a daily show, so tomorrow's another day. We'll try to clean up this mess. We'll start again tomorrow with a brand new show on Friday, and then we have next week. And I can tell you we have a lot of great stuff coming up. We'll continue with the COVID updates as they come along. We want to make sure we have all the information for everyone out there. For you to get access to testing, vaccinations, and medical help if you need it. We will also be talking about the upcoming election year. We'll be talking about the different neighborhoods of Queens in our Queens Multiverse series. And we'll be diving into Women's History Month begins March and we'll have a lot on that as well. And it's a beautiful sunny day. I hope you can take advantage of it while you can. I'll take advantage of it, trying to fix the system a little bit, and then we'll see if I can catch anything before the sun goes down. But please be well. And again, we can't do this without you. We are here for you, and we want you to become part of our in real life social network. Go to qptv.org to find out how to watch, learn, and create with QPTV. Tell your friends with us, share, and subscribe. Please stay safe and be well.